A look there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, this is James Cook. Yeah. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
To the air on third down, here's Allen. A pickup there of 13. First down, Buffalo.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Man in motion is Coleman. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Once again, it's Cook. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tony Adams there on the stop.
A 3-yard gain play brings up third down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Short pass taken in by Knox.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On third down, it's Allen. That one incomplete. Recovery, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27 as we are ready to get back underway. This one caught by Lazard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
When done correctly,
line.
Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run. This is Hall. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's good for a
There's a
Jets.
combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They go play action with Fields. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. That's Taylor Rapp bursting in to bring him down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
First down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down. It's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away.
And he's in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, New York. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On second down, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. First and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills are on top. It's now 10-7. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Fields to throw. He's got the big rookie out of LSU, Mason Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They give to Hall. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll go again with Hall. Uh-oh. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Taylor Rapp is there to stop it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, Fields. That is caught left side by Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They get 16 on that connection, and the Jets have a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's 1st and 10. Off we go to the 4th quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
It's 1st down, and it's Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll step up and run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bills 10.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return is Brandon Codrington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, They still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on down.
Again, here's Hall, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Second and 5. Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
25-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who are giving them much of